I have seen this happening with many people. This is also something which happened with me. It was not like that I got my product management job just once, like I sat for one interview and it happened. No. There were many interviews where I appeared, many failures also I've seen. So, like, I just want to advise people to not. I'll tell you the mistakes that I did, and I would really like people to think about it and be aware of it and not repeat it. So, very first thing is not understanding the problem statement enough. So, what I used to do, and what I've seen many people to do as well, when you're in a case interview, right, or any situation, you are going there with the mindset that, I'm going to deliver the answer, I'm going to deliver the best solution, I have to solve this for them, they have asked me this question. But one of the most important thing here is, are you understanding the problem well enough? It is also the case that you'll see when you are within the organization itself, because what you do in your case round and what you're doing in the organization is very very same. It's just you're doing that case round in 1 hour, and in your organization you're given the problem statement that you have to solve it in a bigger duration, of course, because you're building here as well. So I think that becomes like a really important part, that one should really spend good time on understanding the problem better, which I think I should have also done. And I think 70-75% of the job is to understand the problem properly, right? That what kind of customers are facing this problem, what is exactly the problem, why is this important for us, is this the right time for us to solve it? And like, you should really be deep into understanding the problem, and that is really important, and ask right questions. It might happen that you might not be asking the right questions at the beginning, but you should just keep on asking questions. That will filter your brain, and this will help you ask better questions in future. And it's majorly about that, because as a product manager you will be thrown ambiguous problem every day. That is the job about, that you are given an ambiguous problem and you have to solve it for me, right? So then understanding the problem, the space become really important, and one should really understand the problem statement well. This is also something which I should have done, but I'll really advise everyone to spend more time on understanding the problem, build that comfort with the problem, understand each and every bit of it before getting into the solution. Because once you get the problem right, okay, then having 100 solution is not the case. Then you'll have 10 solution, let's say, if you had 100 earlier, because now you know the problem better. So that becomes like really important part. Second mistake that one should avoid, and I also faced in my career back then when I was preparing for product management, is not interacting enough with the products around you. I mean, sometimes we think it's a lot about, completing a course, reading a book, doing 100 case interviews to be there, and we might take products around us lightly. But I think that is one of the thing which is going to make your first principle thinking very strong. So one should really not avoid it, and like, you should really be interacting with products around you, right? Like, you're using Instagram every day, you might be using Google Maps. Just think of it, okay, Google Maps is showing this direction, where is this coming from? Why am I seeing like a different thing today which I didn't see yesterday? When I'm using Amazon and Flipkart, what were the different things I see? What could be the reason for it? And then discuss with your friends normally, which I think is very important, because it unlocks your first principle thinking more. And as you grow as a product manager, there is nothing more helpful than first principle thinking, because every day you'll not every day but many a times you'll have different kind of problems, different chapters, right? It's not something that I know this chapter completely, so that's why I can deliver this product. No, every day is going to be new. But if your first principle thinking or fundamental thinking is on point, you're gonna navigate there as well. So like, don't be in a hurry, like, take some time, sit calmly, see the products around you, be it different apps in your phone, be it any other thing around you. Be curious, ask questions, read about it. There's everything on Google. If you observe something new in some any app, you can just type it out and read a bit about it, and that will enhance your learning as well. So I think like interacting with products near to you is one of another thing that people should really focus on, because this widens your thinking at the same end. It's quite accessible to you, and it's not a very hard thing to do as well. So this is another mistake that I'll advise people, that don't just go and target, I need to complete these 2-3 books, or I need to do the 100 case studies before that interview day arrives. Just be calm, like interact with the like real products around you, and you can get a gist of it very easily, is what I feel. Third mistake, which I think is not only related to product management, which happens with many people, is never lose your self confidence because of failures, I would say. And don't let that peer pressure take you down. And I have seen this happening with many people. This is also something which happened with me. I was sitting for my placements, and it was not like that I got my product management job in like just once, like I sat for an interview and it happened. No, like there were many interviews where I appeared, and then like many failures also I've seen. So like I just want to advise people to not get affected by this much. Just learn from every failure, and do not let your self confidence go down. Just learn more, just be open to the feedbacks. Wherever you think it didn't work out, just ask them for feedbacks. That helps a lot. And reflect on it. Every case that you solve, you don't need to solve 100 cases, trust me. It's good if you solve it, if you have that kind of time, do that, but you don't need to do that. Solve one case, like reflect 10 times on it, I'd say. You'll be solving it, your mates will also be solving it. See how they did it. Just reflect like what you could have done better, and then build that muscle, which is very important. That first principle thinking, that building that muscle, learning from your failures, this is something which takes you up, because like there's no guarantee. Even I might be thrown some problem which I might not be able to deliver the best, but I will deliver from whatever I've learned so far, right? Whatever mistakes I've done in past are gonna help me understand that I don't have to do this again, I should avoid doing this. So I would really advise people to like be consistent in whatever they are trying to do, and do not let the failure take their self-confidence down. And reflect a lot on whatever you're doing, rather than doing 100 times. Just do it x times, but reflect 2x 3x on that, because that is something, that repetition is something which builds that muscle in you. And if you're really passionate about it, like you will be able to do it for sure. So like be curious, have that first principle thinking, and keep reflecting on the things happening around you.